Today, we will be working in some of Boston's most beautiful places, including these churches over in Dorchester, MA, including the sighting, the scenery, the views, the vibes, and everything else. But first, the day... Jesus Christ. We're back. Another day of troubleshooting. Today we are heading to the iconic part of the city in Boston of Dorchester, Massachusetts. Founded in 1630 by Puritans on the ship Mary and John, today Dorchester is one of the most diverse neighborhoods in Boston, including Vietnamese, Cape Verdean, and Irish.
Top of the morning to you, laddie.
And many other people too. Right now, we're heading towards the local supply house in the area to pick up stock that we need for the day and get our day started. Right now, we are heading towards the local supply house. It is on the border of Dorchester and Roxbury. We are in sort of like an industrial part of the city right now. Not a lot of people, I feel like, know about it, but it's got some really cool scenery between the old brick buildings, all the commercial settings, and just many more. As you guys can tell, the driving isn't actually that bad compared to the usual Boston setting that I'm in. The roads are a lot more open and there's not as many cars. A lot of people walking to work. In this area, I'm heading towards Mass Ave to pick up the stock because that's where the supply houses are. If you ask me, there's not enough supply houses in Boston, so if you have to drive and grab some supplies, it's usually going to take you about 20 minutes there and 20 minutes back. It's kind of a headache and it adds time onto the job, but at that point it's just out of my hands. Alrighty guys, we made it to Standard Electric. Got out of the supply shop, had a really good conversation with the counter guy. He's also a sort of creative. He's building his own game with his own art. So sick. But anyways, back to hit the road, guys. Like I said, it's time to hit the road. Let's do this. Today we are doing maintenance on the emergency lights in these churches. Now, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Every time I walk into these churches, I am just absolutely stunned on how beautiful these places are. These churches are so old, there was no, power tools, machinery. It was really just all, hand, rope, crane, hard work, and effort. And looking at it now, I mean, just trying to imagine trying to service these buildings has to be insane. Even these stained glass windows are just so pretty looking, such as the ones in this church like St. Anne, the mother of Virgin Mary and the grandmother of Jesus Christ. It's very pretty. St. Joseph, the husband of Virgin Mary and the foster father of Jesus Christ. St. Michael, a high-ranking angelic warrior, the protector of God's people and the leader of the heaven's army against evil. St. Catherine of Siena, an Italian mystic and pious laywoman. She is revered as a saint as a doctor of the church to her extensive theological authorship. Saint Aloysius, an Italian nobleman who renounced his wealth to become a Jesuit priest, renowned for his intense piety, purity, and service. Saint Charles Borromeo, an Italian cardinal and Archbishop of Milan who became a leading figure of the Counter-Reformation. Saint John the Evangelist, one of the 12 apostles of Jesus. He was one of the apostles who did not die a martyr, but instead passed away from old age. And the last stained glass piece is Saint Elizabeth. Now, there's actually two different versions of Saint Elizabeth, so you guys let me know in the comments which one this is. It's kind of funny, going into this line of work as an electrician, I wouldn't even imagine I'd be able to work in such a holy and special place in this world, yet here I am doing it. They have all this art on sort of the top rafters, and just everything about this place is such a special feeling to me. Words can't really describe what I'm seeing in person. Right now we are looking at the altar of the church. I believe the purple is because it's Lent this time of year. You guys let me know if that's true or not, but today we are doing some emergency batteries for their emergency light units. Look at how old these old batteries are. They're like the size of bricks practically. It's crazy, but these units still work good, so it's time to replace them. Kinda high up. This is the outside of the church. Honestly, you wouldn't even imagine what kind of beauty would be inside of this type of building, but off to the next job. Yeah, we're driving through Dorchester right now. Dorchester is kind of a funny place because you got new build apartments right next to old houses from the 1800s. It's definitely got a unique feeling to it. I don't really know how to describe it other than that. Alrighty guys, we are at the next church. This place has a similar vibe, yet completely different interior. I mean, it's just remarkable. Look at all this woodwork. I mean, imagine trying to be the carpenter putting this whole thing together. It's just so insane to me that people really spent the time to build this all. Look how polished it is. Look at the stained glass windows. I mean, it is just beautiful, absolutely breathtaking. You can't even imagine it. Here's the altar. This altar is just as crazy, if not even crazier in a good way, than the last one. I don't even know. Words just really can't describe what I saw in person that day. It's just life-changing, honestly. This is the back half of the church. As you guys can see in the background, there's the huge organ. I can only imagine how loud that has to be while playing. Look at all the lighting in this place. I mean, just once again, it's just so crazy. And here is the stained glass windows. Definitely a different vibe from the last church we were just in, but oh my gosh, I mean, there's just so many. Makes you wonder how much time it took to make them. Up top, these are all the murals, I believe. Murals or paintings of, I believe, different angels, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not too sure. Nonetheless, these are just absolutely beautiful. You know, I know churches are really a spiritual place, but I feel like when you enter into a building like this, it's just, it really takes you into that sort of spiritual mindset, sort of spiritual energy. I don't know, it's almost intimidating walking into these buildings knowing I have to do work for them, but nonetheless, I gotta keep people safe and do my job and make sure everything's right, so time for work. I replaced the old exit sign battery. I really like the design of this exit sign, though. You could see the lights are at the bottom and the sides, while the sign still lights up. A lot different than the new exit signs we installed today. And this is the outside of the church, and like I said before, you wouldn't imagine what would be inside a building like this, and then you go inside it and you just go, wow. This is the inside of this place? Alrighty, we're heading to the next job of the day. It's currently snowing during the week. Leaving Dorchester, but there's all these open fields, and it's kind of nice to see with all the snow on the field. It's a really pretty look, really pretty. I don't really know, it's kind of funny because you're inside a city, yet there's all this sort of just wildlife and nature around you, and then you go a couple blocks away and there's just like city life right there. I mean, you can see in the distance there's like all the houses, all the buildings, yet over here it's just a bunch of custom fields. Right now we're actually at a farm over in Boston. Believe it or not, they actually have farms inside the city. That's kind of funny. But yeah, let's get to work. Today we are doing some troubleshooting on some lights over here. This is the end of the day, same day at Boston, doing the churches. Trying to figure out why these lights aren't working. It's cold outside, but what can you do, right? Look at the ducks. Sometimes I complain about the cold, but then you look out the window and see those guys, and alright, maybe my life isn't that bad, right? It's a pretty scene, though, out here, just in the wild, seeing animals like this, literally in a city area. Alrighty, we're heading back to the shop. Time to wrap up the day. This weather's getting gross out, and I know I'm about to have a 2-hour commute. My commute's usually an hour long, but with weather like this, I mean, it's just, disgusting. But what can you do? You gotta go where the work is, right? Alrighty, we're driving home. It's a hard-worked day, and time to reap the rewards. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Psych! Nah, we're going back to work, buddy. Now we're on some bonus content. Yeah, we are in the sunny day of Boston. Yeah, New England weather for you, baby. One day it's snowing, one day it is cold out, the next day it is beautiful outside. I mean, this town is just something else. I don't even know. But today we are installing some outdoor emergency light units. I am currently running the wire inside the building where there is an emergency light that I can hop out of for that circuit. I had to actually bring out the hammer drill to drill out the hole. Running the wire through right now. Fun stuff. Yeah, fun stuff. Alrighty, we are now getting ready to mount the box to the wall to secure the light to. As you guys can see, I have a hammer drill. There's brick in the wall. We have to get that set up for the box, get everything secured up in there. We're marking our holes, pinning our anchors in. I don't know, I kind of like days like this. It's kind of rewarding when you're working outside. You're not stuck in one space, you're moving around. We got multiple lights to do, although I will say this first light was definitely my longest light. I had a lot of trouble and a lot of problems getting to it. Like, to start with, my boss actually hammered out the hole for the wire to go through, but he didn't fully punch through, so I had to go back and re-hammer it using the hammer drill. Finally got the wire through though, securing the box. This part was easy. Mounting the box is always easy. What I didn't realize was that the light actually needs the box to go a certain way, or else you have to like actually drill out the holes for yourself. It's kind of a pain, but that's what it is. Yeah, fun stuff. Now we're re-tapping the holes right now, because I ended up messing up the first spots because I didn't realize, oh, this isn't going to work with this way. Got my anchors, putting them inside the brick wall. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments if you want to see more footage of me working. I'm not really a big fan of like watching myself work, to be honest. It's kind of boring. I just figured why not throw it in there as a little bonus footage. Cut the wire, stripping it, getting it ready for the connections. Yeah, it's always interesting. What's cool about trade work is that it's always sort of a new job every day. I mean, you could go work on a commercial site and it's sort of repetitive, like you are showing up to the same spot every day for a couple of months at least, but with residential work, you're always heading somewhere new. Right now, we are uninstalling the box and getting it ready. As you guys can see, I am struggling to get it open. I don't think I've ever really worked with exterior emergency lights, to be honest. This is my first time dealing with it, but from prior experience, these new emergency lights just aren't really built that solid, so you have to be very careful about the plastic or else you will break it, and that's just always a headache of a time. Yeah, there we go. Just me trying to figure out how to make it work. I got a small security screwdriver, got it opened up, time to install it. Yeah, man. I mean, this line of work, when you get something done, it's very satisfying. I'm not gonna lie. I really do enjoy seeing people's faces when I get the job done and they're impressed, and it's a good feeling. Now, I'm not gonna lie. In the city of Boston, where you got people who have money that's just flowing out their nose, sometimes they really just don't care, which, honestly, it's kind of funny, because, like, you could be an absolute scumbag and stuff like that, but I take pride in my work. I try and do a good job. I try and do the best I can, so I like to do that, but I do wonder, what do you guys do for work? You know, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about trade work, honestly. I know trade work has had some stigma in the past, 20 plus years, but I really do feel like it's coming back now. I mean, geez, I will never have an issue finding a job, and I'm not even a commercial guy. I'm a residential guy, and the fact that I feel like I will never have a problem finding a job really speaks a lot about the line of work that I'm in right now. Considering how expensive the world is, considering how expensive the economy is. I mean, I live in the state of Massachusetts. I'm not gonna lie. The way I feel about Massachusetts right now is it's really survival of the fittest, Like, there's so many people who are leaving who can at least have the opportunity to leave because it's just so expensive to live here. Now, I love my home state. I genuinely love the people. There's a lot of fun people around these towns, I'm not gonna lie, especially the smaller towns, even the bigger towns. There's a lot of good people, but at the same time, I just feel like we have some big overall issues with the state, the people who are leading it, but listen, I don't want to get into politics here, right? I'm just your local electrician trying to do a good job. As you guys can see, with this first light I was trying to put up, I was having a hard time getting the screws to line up with the knockouts because I put the box in sort of like a different position. Normally you want to have the box angled a certain way where your top knockout, where like the wires could go through the top part, is angled upwards. I had it like kind of crooked, so I had a hard time trying to line everything up. It wasn't until later on, like probably like 10 to 20 minutes later, I realized, oh wait, if I just like use a Sharpie and sort of mark where my screws are hitting on the box, then I should be good. And that's what I ended up doing. So this first light did take me a little bit longer than I wanted, and honestly, that's alright. As long as you get the first light done, you figure out how it works and what the flow is. After that, if you could cut down the time by half for the other lights, you're golden. It's really about just getting the job done fast and efficiently. So you might be slow with the first one, figuring it out so you don't break it, but after that, if you have a few more you have to do, you're in good shape. Yeah, but I don't know though. I really don't know. I don't know where I'd want to go if I were to move out of Massachusetts. I was thinking maybe somewhere down south, maybe out west. I don't know, maybe leaving the trades entirely one day once I figure out how to get this YouTube thing working. Heck, I don't even know if I want vlogging to sort of be what the YouTube channel is, We got the podcast going on, we got the vlog style, me working videos, but I think there's definitely more to my potential as an online creator. I don't know, I genuinely think online art is just the new age of art forms. I mean, so many people are just into it, so many people are watching it. It's so easy to get it just available and open to people. I genuinely do think I'm heading towards an online wave, although, as some of you guys know, I do love doing stand-up comedy. So maybe at some point I'll sort of do like a vlog-style video with stand-up. I do plan on doing sort of like a vlog-style videos about more of the city of Boston and how great it is and how cool it is. Although, you know, I'm at my early stages of the career right now. I'm just trying to figure it all out. Heck, right now I'm actually moving out of my place where I live at currently into my own first apartment. Thank you. Yeah, it's been very stressful this past month, so just trying to upload videos in general has been a lot for me, alright? I'm not gonna lie, but I love the game, you know, I love it, and the cool thing about YouTube is YouTube has the most flexible schedule ever. Like, for example, with work, right? You're doing a 9 to 5, an 8 to 4, a 7 to 3, a 6 to 2. With stand-up comedy, right? The mics are going on from like 6 if you're lucky to like 8 if you're lucky. Some scenes don't have that, but with online content, with YouTube especially, I mean, you could just record yourself doing something, add some commentary, do some editing, bing, bada, boom. It's on your schedule. You're able to do what you want. But anyways, we got the light up, everything's looking good, mounted, secured, we're done, right? That's it, right? Psych! I forgot the gasket. But don't worry, guys. I put on the gasket. Don't worry. But anyways, studies show it be like that sometimes. As always, guys, if you like the show, subscribe, check out the YouTube channel, sammyhut.com, the website. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, that's it. That's this episode. We're done. I did the thing. He did the thing. Thank you all. I love you all. Bye.